you. Little Woodrow, Southpark Meadows, make some noise if you're having a good time. Come on. All right. I was going to plant salvia in my psychedelic garden. I didn't have that much room. I didn't have it. Kim Jong-un has been telling the people of North Korea for decades that he can't poop. I think he's full of shit. How about you? All right. I do run that open mic at the fake weed shop that Chris Carpenter was talking about. Sorry the weed isn't real, Chris, but I hope the comedy is real enough for you. We have a good time there usually. Maybe there's something funnier to say. I kind of like the fake weed. It's fine. You guys like the Delta 8? Okay. Well, you might change your tune if you got sent 50 pre-rolls every 3 months for free from a weed company that sponsors your comedy show. I don't care. I'll get fucked up for free. Y'all, do you like Delta 8, Bob?
Sure.
He said, sure, which is no. How about you, man? It's all right. Hell yeah. Basic white dudes, you and me right up here, up top. There it is. Fuck yeah. I lost my virginity when I was 26, and I'm 29 now. So in case you're wondering if it's been a non-stop fuckfest since then, it has not. But there have been some fun experiences. Like, for instance, my first sexual experiences didn't clue me into the fact that women are usually want you to have a good time. The first, yeah, it was bad at first. The first lady I ever spent the night with, like, she had invited me back to her place to give her the girlfriend experience, which I didn't realize was just making her come and then falling asleep. After she had asked me to leave her house earlier so that she could chat with her friend, who she was chatting with anyways the whole time that I was there. I wouldn't say that I felt used, but I learned a lot from that experience. See, so like, I showed up at her house, and she pulled me inside the door and ushered me to the bedroom, and started grabbing my dick immediately, which was not ready for that. You know, I had not hyped myself up or anything, and so instead of letting her, you know, and it was because it just is like a turtle. It became kind of shy. She went after it too fast. See, usually it's women that get turned off when men go too fast. I may be the only man ever to have asked for foreplay. She didn't give it. So I just started, you know, so we kissed a little bit, and then I went down and started eating her pussy. And I learned a lot about this woman's specific pussy for the half hour, or I don't know, it was probably longer that I was down there for. It smelled, tasted fine, but the thing is, like, which is the first test. You know, if the genitals, if your nose ain't fucking with your genitals, the genitals, neither should your mouth. But it's just, you know, I don't know. Okay, anyways. So I was eating her pussy, right? And I started to feel the blood coming in to, you know, swell up her, just like swell up her, engorge her clit, as, you know, it's just like a penis in that way, but not in every way. But and while I was, you know, licking it and sucking on it, and I was putting some fingers in and everything, every now and again, and I liked this, she would communicate. She'd say, "Oh, slow down, team," you know. But I'm like, "What are you, a football coach?" She's okay, slow down, team. And so we'd slow down. But while I was sucking on it, you know, the clit was getting bigger and bigger behind the flesh, right? You know, but so when I was sucking on it, it was like, there's not a hole, but a protrusion. There's a whole thing in my mouth right now. And like, it's not a penis, but I also, like, I'm not turned on right now, but it's nice that I'm giving this woman pleasure. But even though I'm not turned on, like, it's like, oh, I might as well just be sucking a dick right now. Like, maybe I could do that for money. I don't know what the rates are, but it's just, you know, that was part of that experience. You know, she was wet and everything, good. It did, and I felt her, you know, I felt her pussy clench around my tongue and my fingers a few different times. So I was like, okay, I'm doing a good job. I'm getting the vaginal contractions, 0.9 seconds apart. There we go, just like I read on the internet. You know, and also, I don't know what the issue is with finding the G-spot and the clit, honestly. A bunch of fucking lazy, non-explorative, it's so easy. It's so easy. I mean, the clit sometimes will escape you a little bit, but the G-spot is so, you just go in and up, you look for the rumply part, it's a little bit differently textured. Ladies, if you're not hitting that to start immediately, I don't know if you've read what I've read, but it's not hard. But I am sometimes, but not right now. Not right now. You can't really do comedy and have an erection. I've noticed that. I've never seen a stand-up comic have a full-on erection while he's telling jokes on stage, and I don't quite get. Any of the ladies in the audience, when you listen to stand-up comedy, are you wet? No. Okay. So I think there's something about comedy which just kills all boners and all sexual excitement, which maybe explains my life up to this point. But I really like doing this. But it's kind of an issue, if I'm in the bedroom with somebody and, and I'm cracking too many jokes because we have to start from square one again. It's like a desert wind blew through. She's not wet anymore and I'm not. Okay, fine, we'll keep going back at. But, that's one of the ways that you can pretend that you last for a long time is you just crack a joke in the middle, and then just like, oh, gotta go again. So I hope that's a helpful tip for anyone who wants to take advantage of that. Usually, the way that I last a long time is I just jerk off a lot. And, and fellas, if you're not jerking off wet, if you're not beating it wet, start immediately. Because the reason why you may not be coming with your woman, actually that's sort of the opposite problem that most people have. But I have this problem where I'll be fucking for a good long time and still not coming, and she might get tired and want to go to sleep. And the thing is, I want to fuck for a long time because I don't fuck often. So I just need to make it count for a few months, or a few years or something. Just need to make up for lost time there. But I'll tell you the story. The first time that I had sex with a woman and had a good time, she was really invested in me. So I told you to go for a long time. We were fucking for about 2.5 hours, and I kid you not, no, this was just teenage years that I was backlogging for right there. And so she said, well, I'm getting tired. I'm probably going to have to go to sleep, right? And she's like, what do you need? And it's like, well, if you could jerk me off again like you were before, that was really great. So she got all the spit and everything. She was on top of me. I was lying on my back. She's, yeah. And I was, oh, yeah. And then when I finally came, it got in both of our hair, which I didn't know it could go that far, personally. So if I ever get like a long-term steady girlfriend, I'm going to put one of those Chinese gongs on the headboard, shoot for the bullseye every time. It's ping, pong, pang. That's going to be my goal to reach for in life. You guys have been fucking amazing. Give it up for little Woodrow, Southpark Meadows. Give it up for your bartenders. Give it up for Mary Matthews. Keep it going for your other comedians you've seen tonight, and especially keep it going for yourselves. One time. My name's Derek. Have a great night.
Derek.